Welcome to part 2 of the extended edition.
Thanks, team.
Next up, a story on finals with JD and Joe.
The end of the school year is very stressful for some students because of finals.
My 9th grade 21st century skills class, we do unit assessments or projects because every unit is different, rather than a summative end of the semester final. Whereas my cash class, we take we're required to take a semester final. It's the end of the course test that gives them the certificate at the end of the class, as well as just showing that they learned everything from the entire course. I think the biggest cause is just how much you're studying for at one time, and the amount of finals and big tests in a short amount of time.
Just like the uncertainty of not knowing what's going to be on it, and also not studying for them until the night before.
I think there's stress because you're kind of like overwhelmed, like memorizing all the information that you have. Like you have to remember everything from the whole year, and it can be really stressful.
There are lots of ways to prepare for finals at the end of the year.
I think my biggest piece of advice is plan ahead. Look at your final schedule early. Make sure that you know when you're taking which finals, and that you start studying and looking at that schedule a week in advance.
Just do your best. The test is going to be a lot easier than you think it is. That's how I think. And just try and study.
I recommend studying like a couple nights beforehand, and then after you're done studying, get like a good night rest.
This has been Joe and JD, Noise News.
Thanks, guys.
Next up, a story about some staff changes here at Spectrum with Elijah and Gray.
Staff in schools changes year by year. This year, some of our beloved teachers are either changing schools or retiring. They have made many memories with students and staff at Spectrum.
My favorite memory in general is open house nights, getting to see all the students after summer, and graduation night, getting to see them fulfilling their dream of being done with school. So
I don't know if I can pick just one. The time here, the staff that I've gotten a chance to work with, and I've made very good friends and are pretty close with a lot of the staff members.
The kids, I've had a great time building relationships with the kids, and just all that time we spend together, whether it's in the classroom or on the fields, it all evolves into relationships that are tough to break when you have to go to different spots.
Miss Blaisdell plans to retire after this year, but what does she have planned for when she does?
we're going to be doing a lot of traveling. Yes, already all set up, all planned, and just have to pay for it.
For Hammernick and Selecta, it is a different story. They plan on working at different schools.
I will be moving to PACT, and as I've assured my students, I wouldn't leave Spectrum to go teach at another school because I really love teaching here.
I'm looking forward to moving into the next stage of my teaching career in general, wherever it would be.
They all are going to miss Spectrum so much, no matter where they go.
I am going to miss my students, and I'm also going to miss the staff a lot.
It's been really bittersweet and hard the last month, and knowing that these are the last 2 weeks of school here has been, I'm wearing waterproof mascara every day just in case.
We will miss all of our staff that plans on retiring or moving to different schools, but we love them all the same. Make sure if you see a teacher that is leaving to give them a farewell to send them off right.
I'm not moving very far away, so feel free to reach out and find me, and I will miss all of you very much.
This has been Elijah and Gray, Noise News.
Thanks, guys.
Moving on to our next story, Decision Day, with Aaron and Bryce.
This year, on May 9th, the 2023 seniors write cards to teachers, take pictures, and reflect on the year. This day is known as Decision Day to Spectrum and its seniors. It is also a day where seniors decide on their college and future careers and make it final.
I'm going to Augustana University in Sioux Falls, and I'm going to pursue their multimedia entrepreneurship program with a music production emphasis.
I'm going to Anoka Ramsey for 2 years, and then afterwards I'm going to go to law school because I want to be a lawyer.
So I'm going to Minnesota State University, Mankato, and I'm going to go there for business marketing or some sort of business degree.
So I'm going to a college called Wartburg. It's in Iowa. It's Division III, and I plan on majoring in business there and playing football.
Making a decision about college and your career is something that many high school students struggle with.
So I toured colleges during the summer between my junior and senior year. And during those tours, I got an idea of what I like in a college, both academically and just the atmosphere. I met with a lot of people.
For college, I wanted to go somewhere that was affordable, but also what I've been told is you get the same amount of education the first 2 years anyway, so why not pay to go to college for cheaper the first 2 years instead of overpaying for a university. And then for my career, when I was younger, I actually wanted to be a doctor, but then I was like, I don't want to put my hands in the risk of someone else's life, so I was like, a lawyer is better. For one, I just feel like the justice system is so interesting for me personally.
Well, I went through a lot of schools doing recruiting for football. That was kind of my main focus. And then I figured I'd pick the major, whichever one I went to. And Wartburg wanted me to play there, and I really liked the coaches, I liked the campus, so I decided I'd go play there.
There are many different things people look forward to in college, like the parties, meeting new people, or even just being in college.
Just being able to do what I love, which is music. And also I feel like I'm like becoming the person who God meant me to be, and that's just amazing.
I'm looking forward to the new experience, I guess. Yeah, meeting new people and trying out some new.
I guess I'm just looking forward to kind of a new beginning. I mean, I don't really know anyone there. No one really knows me. And I'm also looking forward to playing football. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult, which I'm excited for. Everyone who plays there is probably the best at their high school or one of the best at their high school. And I think that'll be really exciting, being able to showcase my talents at a higher level.
Some people go through college without knowing what they want to do. Some people know their freshman year, and some people may have known since they were little.
All right, so I wanted to do music ever since I was 14, and I kind of just came to the conclusion that if I spend all my time doing music, I should just go into a musical career.
So I've known that I wanted to be a lawyer since freshman this year. I started watching like more criminal justice movies, and I just was still so intrigued. And then I also watched a couple documentaries as well. There was a movie called Just Mercy that was based off a true story, and that one was really good, and is what encouraged me to want to become a lawyer.
I think it was like the beginning of this year. I have just kind of wanted to start my own thing. I didn't really want to work like for like a salary. I wanted to kind of make my own hours and stuff like that.
So I actually just changed my major. I was going to be a physical therapist, and I realized that the field isn't growing, and I thought that business would be a lot broader and a lot easier to do. I'd be able to get into more jobs per se. So I just recently decided in the aspect of I want a career that's going to fit for a while and I'd be able to actually work. That's why I chose becoming a business major.
As the year comes to an end, you should take time to reflect on your successes and failures and learn from them. Be sure to also wish the seniors good luck for the bright futures ahead of them. This has been Aaron and Bryce, Noise News.
Thanks, crew.
Finally, to end off our extended edition, a story about Quiz Bowl with Teddy and Josh.
This year, the Quiz Bowl team made it to nationals, and from the student perspective, it was very fun.
I really enjoyed going to nationals. This is my 4th year in Quiz Bowl, and we've been qualified to go to nationals every year that I've been in it, but this is the first time that I've been able to go to Chicago for various reasons, and so it was a really great experience to be able to play against some of the other top teams in the country.
It was really fun. I enjoyed the time that we had there. It was really nice to go back there.
Students take action to prepare for nationals.
To be honest, we read questions from old packets, from old national championships or other tournaments.
So what we do is we have access to previous national packets from 2015 all the way up to 2022.
This year's Quiz Bowl team is foreseen in the upcoming year.
I think we're going to go as far, if not farther. I mean, part of the thing about Quiz Bowl is because we're so young, we haven't taken as many of the high school classes as some of the teams we're playing against.
I see us continuing to get better, continuing to do even better in tournaments.
The Quiz Bowl team has improved tremendously this year.
This year we were able to go to more tournaments, but we definitely did do better in our tournaments this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People have been able to take, I took AP Bio, that helped me a lot with the science. I've been exposed to like new literature questions, new different mythologies, different pantheons.
Just keep shooting higher. We're a very young team right now, so there's a lot to improve in.
My goal is definitely to go into nationals, do better at state, continue placing higher, making it into playoffs, and continuing to get better with our majors and minors.
From nationals this year, the students have learned a lot of things.
I learned that it's good to take a break when you're playing Quiz Bowl.
I think I definitely learned the importance of having like a balanced team, being able to work together, and how like just like our relationship as like a group impacts how we play.
This has been Teddy and Josh, Noise News.
Well, Spectrum, thanks for tuning in to the extended edition.
We've loved this whole year of broadcast with you guys, and we will look forward to next year of Noise News.
This has been Isaac.
And Natalie.
Keeping you
in on the noise.